Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Ascot Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is the 27th of April, 2022. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Ascot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the stakes action races 4, 5, and 6 from Ascot here on, well, Ascot Preview Day if you call it. The fourth race at 3:35, it's the Group 3 Sagaro Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $108,000. We have 7 horses staying 3,200 meters or 2 miles on the turf course. I'm going to take the 6 horse Wordsworth as a top selection. We'll go 6-1-3 in the tri-cash trifecta here. 6-1-3 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection 6 horse Wordsworth. This 4-year-old colt by Galileo. Ryan Moore trains one. Ryan Moore gets out this one for Ian O'Brien, who trains one for the Coolmore group. The horse's most recent outing came in a conditions race at Gowan, 7th of April over the Moth Recorder staying. The horse won by a head that day. He was drawn a little bit wide that day, but he stalked. He got the lead. He quickened up nicely. Probably wasn't 100% cranked, but at 36 cents to the dollar, he got the job done. He got the W late. Coming here to a longer trip on faster ground, I think he's in a realistic spot to win, and I think he wants to stay. 2 back, he ran at the Curra on the 13th of August. A mile 3/4 on yielding ground in the Group 3 Irish St. Ledger trial, and the horse finished 5th by 10 lengths there, and he never really got into it. He was under the drive and just not excelling there. It wasn't his day to win. And then in the Group 3, Gordon Stakes at Goodwood over the mile and a half on the 19th of July. He finished 5th by 2 lengths there, and he was with them early on. He was setting the pace, but then he just kind of crumbled. He got beat by slightly better horses. The Gordon Stakes last season really came up strong, so it was great to Group 2 quality horses in that Group 3, so he just wasn't keeping up there. And then before that, in the Grand Prix de Patty at Longchamp over the mile and a half on the 14th of July, he finished 2nd by 6 lengths behind Hurricane Lane, who actually won the Irish Derby before that. That day, this horse just really couldn't get into it late. He kind of got overtaken, and then he had a third in the Irish Derby before that where he couldn't keep up, and a second a week before in the Queen's Vase, where he ran decently on this track in the summer last year. Coming here today, drawn very well. I think he wants to stay at 3-1. I think he's a very good price. If you have a wise guy horse, I think it's going to be the one horse here who is calling the win for Pat Dobbs and Richard Hughes. His most recent races, he's run decently. He just needs that extra turn of foot. He's going to get the longer trip, which I think should suit the extra turn of foot. And it wouldn't surprise me if he gets the job done. 20-1, I definitely use in your place pod. So to recount my selection for the fourth, the 3:35 from Ascot, it is the Group 3 Sagaro Stakes. Let's take the 6 horse Wordsworth. Give kudos to the 1 horse calling the wind. 6-1-3 tri-cast trifecta. 6-1 in your place pot. The 5th race to 4:10. It is the Group 3 Commonwealth Cup Trial Stakes. It's a Group 3 event going for a purse of $108,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. 5 of them are going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the turf course. I'm going to take here the 4 horse Hierarchy. We'll go 4-2-3 in the tri-cast trifecta. 4-2-3 tri-cast trifecta. Top selection of 4 horse Hierarchy. This 3-year-old colt by Maymoss. Kieran Fallon's on this one for Hugo Palmer. The horse's most recent outing came the 5th of November at Del Mar. 5.5 furlongs in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. And the horse finished 6th by 1/4 lengths there. And he sat back early. He moved a little bit late, but it just wasn't anything spectacular. You need to have a better trip on that turf course at Del Mar. And to tell you the truth, he got beat by better horses. Coming here today, drawn on the stand side, which is a very good post draw for him. And so forwardly paced, I think he really ran a lot better race than he did last time out. 2 back, I thought he ran a very good race in the Group 2 Mill Reef Stakes at Newbury with the 6 on the 18th of September. He finished 2nd by a head behind Wings of War. He definitely ran his 18-1 odds that day. He was with them early on. He had the lead. He just kind of got caught late, but he ran his heart out. I would like to see him forwardly paced like he was that day at Newbury, not as far back as he was at Del Mar last time out. And then before then, the Serenia Stakes at Kempton over the 6 on the 4th of September. He finished 3rd by 1.5 lengths there, and he just never really got going. He got 3rd, but it was out of default. First time around at Bend, I do think he needed the race, and then he won at Salisbury against winners before that very, very nicely by 1.75 lengths, and won at Wolverhampton the main before that very, very nicely. Coming here at 92, I'm going to take him. To recount my selection for the 4:10, the 5th race mascot, it is the Group 3 Commonwealth Cup Trial Stakes. Can't speak. Going to take the 4 horse Hierarchy. 4-2-3 for me in the tri-cast trifecta. The sixth race, the 440, it is the Paradise Stakes. It's a listed stakes for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $70,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. 4 horses are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. I'm going to take here as a top selection a 2-horse new mandate. We'll go 2, 3, 4 in the tri-cash trifecta. 2, 3, 4 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection a 2-horse new mandate. 4-year-old by New Bay. Frankie Dettori's on this one for Ralph Beckett. The horse's most recent outing came 19th of June at Ascot, 7 furlongs in the Group 3 Jersey Stakes, and the horse finished 15th by 22 lengths there, and he really just never got going. He never quickened up, and, it just wasn't his day to win against those horses. Refreshing on faster ground here today. I'm going to give him another shot. His 2 last races haven't been very good at all. Before that, in the British Cup Juvenile Turf at Keeneland, 1 mile on the 6th of November, he finished 14th by 29 lengths and just beat nobody home. He was with them a little bit early on, but then he completely crumbled, eased out of it. It just wasn't his day there. Must have bled out that race or got injured. And then before then, the Royal Lodge at Newmarket over the mile, September of 2020, winning by 3/4 of a length that day. He was with them. He quickened up nicely, and he got the job done. A very good race from there. Before that, at Doncaster in a listed stakes on St. Ledger weekend of 2020 over the 7, he won by head, again winning easily, and then broke the maiden at Sandown even easier, going 7 on fast ground in August of 2020. Coming here today, drawn very well, gets Frankie back up. 4-year-old campaign. I'm going to give this horse a massive shot here because he could definitely win against these horses. But to recap my selection for the 6 to 440 from Ascot's the Paradise Stakes, let's take the 2-horse new mandate, 2, 3, 4 in the tri-cash trifecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.